Hey folks, welcome back here to the VegasDon channel on YouTube. We're back here downtown Las Vegas on a Saturday night watching Bling perform here. Local Las Vegas band called Bling, performing what they bill as top 40s, or top 40, and hip hop and dance music, party music, and they're very good. They all kind of dress up. They have a theme, right? And you can see how they're all kind of blinged out in connection with the name of the band. But they definitely get the crowd going. A lot of favorites, a lot of very favorited artists that they cover. Beyonce, Tayo Cruz. They throw in a little Usher, etc. So pretty wide swath of a lot of dance and hip hop. The whiskey liquor over there, you can see the balcony for it with the folks sitting up there at the balcony taking in the show right now. And Whiskey Liquor is actually a really awesome restaurant as well. They have some terrific food. They're usually open at like 11:30 a.m. Usually go till about 11 p.m. Maybe I think they go till 12 on the weekends. But very, very cool restaurant. There's no gambling in there. So you don't have to worry about any of that. You know, the kids being exposed to that. The kids can't be at the bar, though, of course. So that's a thing. That's a thing all over the town, though. I remember when I first came down here and I first moved down here. You know how Chili's has like those tables that go around the bar? They wouldn't, like in the city of Henderson, they wouldn't let you sit at a table that's next to the bar. You had to be you had to be across that partition between the bar and the main dining area. That's where you had to be seated, which was really peculiar. I don't know. I guess. I mean, if you're being served alcohol there at the bar, or you're being served alcohol in the dining area, it's going to be the same thing that the kids see. So whether it's at your table or someone else's. I don't know. What are your thoughts? Drop a comment and let me know what you guys think about that. Just one of those, you expect Vegas to be kind of free and just free flowing and all that, and they're pretty strict on a lot of things on the Strip corridor and Fremont Street. That is, the casinos. I mean, the police down here definitely protect the casinos, no doubt. We've done a lot of videos down here on Fremont as well as down on the Strip that have shown you where, you know, the cops just, there we go. Now we get some people. Oh, they're playing Jump by House of Pain here. And so they're getting the crowd going there. And, yeah, so the cops are, when we were down here for New Year's Eve on Fremont Street, there were just, it was like a battalion of cops down there out in front of, like, El Cortez, as well as over here in front of, like, Fremont Casino and Four Queens, Golden Nugget. I mean, they were massive in number. I get the need to make your presence felt and all that, but that was really, really a lot. And I mean, I'm not saying anything negative about the police at all. That's not what I mean. I'm just, when it comes to enforcing the law outside of the Strip and Fremont corridors, that's where my issue starts to become a little bit more real, because, you know, there's a lot of folks driving around in this town without tags on cars, a lot of folks driving around without insurance, which is a huge problem, because if you're driving around without a tag and no insurance, there's a lot of DUIs in this town. It's a 24-hour town, so people are always drunk. In fact, there's a stat that Metro PD put out at one point that said that 20% of every driver, 20% of the time, anytime, day or night, there is an inebriated driver on the road. So that means 1 out of every 5. 1 out of every 5 cars on the road at any time, day or night, contains an inebriated driver. So, yeah, I've used the analogy before when you're sitting at a red light with 9 other cars. There's 10 cars there. 2 of those cars are going to be occupied by intoxicated drivers. So it's a huge deal. And those folks, a lot of times, they'll crash the car and they'll run. And there's no tag or insurance on the car. And they'll go home, find their way home. Of course, the cops will run the VIN and track it to the last known owner. So they'll go to the residence eventually, and the whoever was driving was be like, "Oh, my car got stolen. I didn't even realize it was gone." And there you go. So uninsured motorist is an absolute must in this town because there are so many people driving around without insurance in this town. It's a huge problem. And the cops, again, they don't really do a whole lot about it because if they did, it wouldn't exist in the voluminous numbers that we see driving around here on the VegasDon channel, showing you all things Vegas. Yeah, there we go. The party's getting started now. People are starting to move and dance. Also, please check out my wife's channel, Cinnamon and Jupiter. She does some awesome astrology and spirituality videos that you don't want to miss, including plane spotting and the elusive and mysterious Janet Airlines. If you don't know Janet Airlines, feel free to do a quick Google search. Prepare to be wowed and amazed. I just combined both my wife's channel and Vids for Mike together, didn't I? I just realized I did that. Apologies for that. My wife's channel is Cinnamon and Jupiter. She does astrology and spirituality videos. So please check that out and throw her a like and subscribe, as well as Vids from Mike, VIDSFROMMIKE. He does the plane spotting and sunrise and sunset drone videos. Very, very cool stuff here in Las Vegas. As well as the Janet Airlines videos, which, again, if you don't know Janet Airlines, feel free to do a quick Google search. And I always say, prepare to be wowed and amazed. But Bling is a really, really good band, very entertaining. Most of the bands down here are indeed very entertaining. They're really authentic feeling and engage with the crowd. Audience participation is a big part of it, making folks feel like they're part of the performance. That's part of the key. I've seen some bands, not just here in Vegas, but also in other places across the country that you could tell they're just kind of going through the motions, just up there singing, and that's it, just there to get a paycheck, and that's it, and then that's unfortunate, but that is not the case for these guys, not for Bling, not for Alter Ego, certainly not for Sugar, Tony Marquez band, very good band, local band down here, so definitely check them out. As always, please remember here on the VegasDon channel, it is the journey where what happens in Vegas stays right here on the VegasDon channel on YouTube. Thank you guys so very, very much for being here. I could not do this without you, so a heartfelt thank you. We'll see you guys on the next one.